Hey everyone, welcome back to Fact Study. Imagine a place where all the world's knowledge, science, philosophy, medicine, mathematics, was stored in one grand building. A place where scholars from Greece, Egypt, India, and Persia gathered to share ideas and discover the secrets of the universe. That place actually existed, and it was called the Great Library of Alexandria. But one day, it vanished. Burned, destroyed, erased from history. So what really happened to the greatest library the world ever knew? Let's uncover the truth. The story begins in Egypt around 300 BC, when Alexander the Great founded the city of Alexandria, a city that was meant to be the heart of learning and power. After Alexander's death, his general Ptolemy Soter took control of Egypt and dreamed of building a library that contained every book in existence. Under the rule of Ptolemy II, that dream came true. The Library of Alexandria was built within a grand complex called the Mouseion, or Temple of the Muses, where scholars lived, researched, and taught. It's said the library held over 500,000 scrolls, covering subjects like astronomy, mathematics, medicine, literature, and philosophy. Works by Aristotle, Archimedes, Euclid, and countless unknown geniuses filled its shelves. Legend says that whenever a ship entered Alexandria's port, the scrolls on board were taken, copied by scribes, and the originals were stored in the library. It wasn't just a building, it was the mind of the ancient world. But the beginning of its end came in 48 BC, when Julius Caesar fought a civil war in Egypt. To block enemy ships, Caesar ordered the harbor to be set on fire. The flames spread uncontrollably and reached the docks, the warehouses, and possibly the great library itself. Ancient writers like Plutarch and Dio Cassius mention that thousands of scrolls were destroyed in that fire. Some historians believe this was the first blow that crippled the Library of Alexandria, but not everyone agrees that the library was completely destroyed then. Some scholars think the main library survived, though badly damaged. Over the next few centuries, the library's fate got worse. A smaller branch of it, called the Daughter Library, was housed inside the Serapeum, a temple in southern Alexandria. But in 391 AD, under the orders of Christian Emperor Theodosius I, all pagan temples were destroyed, and the Serapeum, along with the remaining scrolls, was burned down. And if any traces of the library had survived till then, they faced their final destruction in 642 AD, when the Muslim general Amr ibn al-As conquered Egypt. According to later stories, the Caliph Omar declared that if the books agreed with the Quran, they were unnecessary, and if they disagreed, they were dangerous. So, the remaining scrolls were allegedly used to fuel the city's bathhouses for months. But again, historians disagree. Some say this story was added centuries later and may not be true. The truth is, no one knows exactly how or when the last scroll of the Library of Alexandria vanished. Just imagine what we lost. Mathematical theories, astronomical observations, ancient maps, works of art, scientific experiments, maybe even blueprints for inventions centuries ahead of their time. It's said that if the library had survived, humanity's scientific progress might have advanced hundreds of years faster. Even today, the idea of the Library of Alexandria haunts scientists and historians, not just because it was burned, but because it symbolized how fragile knowledge really is. All it takes is one spark, and centuries of wisdom can vanish forever. Today, a modern Bibliotheca Alexandrina stands in Egypt, built in 2002, a tribute to the ancient wonder that once inspired the world. The Great Library of Alexandria may be gone, but its spirit, the hunger for knowledge, still lives in all of us. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Fact Study for more untold mysteries and forgotten histories from around the world. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive and never stop learning.